Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Christian Rosario and Chepe Gutierrez.
How's it going, guys?
You're in for a treat for another episode of CNC right here, man. So we're going to go ahead and just talk to you guys about your daily method of operation.
I like that one.
Okay? And we're excited about this, man, because it's your daily method of operation is going to get you to where you want to go. Okay? It's what you do on a day-to-day basis. Man, you know, we're looking around, and you guys could probably hear there's like airplanes flying around. And when you're going up, right, and anything that you do, you're going to face what we call turbulence.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
And we're always telling people, hey, man, you got to do this, you got to do that, you're going to move up. But then along the way, there's going to be some turbulence. I don't know if you've ever been in an airplane before and you sat next to somebody that you probably didn't know, and they're like nervous about planes. Right?
I was that guy.
Yeah,
I was that guy.
They're nervous about planes. And there was one time I was sitting, okay, in an airplane, and somebody was sitting next to me, this older, gentleman. And as the plane started taking off, we experienced some turbulence.
Yeah,
and he reached over and grabbed my arm.
No
you know
way.
what I'm saying? And he started to pray. You know what I mean? And usually that's what people do, right?
Right.
When they experience something that's like, oh my gosh, you know, and they start to pray and they're moving up. But here's the thing, it only lasts for a short period
Absolutely.
of time, right? And next thing you know, you're at cruising altitude and you're like,
There is smooth air at the top.
There's smooth air, right?
Yeah.
And that's this business, you guys. That's this business. But it's what you do every single day. It's what gets you to that, you know, that altitude, right?
Yeah.
That cruising altitude. But you just gotta roll with the punches. You gotta roll with the bumps and bruises because that's what's gonna happen. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie The Matrix.
I have.
Right? Remember when Neo was running and they're in this jump sequence where he has to jump over from the next one building to the next.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, what happens if he makes it? And then the guy goes, no one ever makes it. They all fall the first, time.
Yeah.
And here's Neo, he's going like this, he's ready, pumped up, and he goes and tries to jump and he falls.
Right.
And that's what this business is. You know what I mean? You get so confident, right? People are gonna motivate you, but sometimes they don't pan out the way you want it.
Correct.
Okay? It don't pan out the way you want it. But it's what we do on a day-to-day basis that's going to get us to the next level, to make us even better every single day, right? And that's what I get excited about, is the daily method of operation. We're going to talk to you guys right now in this week's episode of CNC. and I know Chepe is going to sprinkle on that and what it takes for you to become a success on what you do on a day-to-day basis.
Absolutely. You know, I learned a long time ago. My dad, I remember I was like 3 years old, and I don't know how I remember this, but he says, son, remember this, life at best is going to be hard. And I'm glad that he told me that. You know, some people don't want to tell their kids no. It's like, guess what? You're going to experience no's in your life. You're going to experience setbacks. But I mean, everybody's going to fall and everybody's going to fail. But quitting, that is not the option. That is not the option. Quitting is not the option. The people that look, you have 100% chances of being successful in Legacy Direct if you do one thing. Well, if you don't do one thing. Crazy, watch. If you don't do one thing in Legacy Direct, you will be successful. And that one thing you don't do is quit. If you don't quit, you will always be successful.
True.
You gotta always be doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know what, man? I get up early. I know I sometimes see Mr. Rosario over there putting stuff on our family page. It's at 4 in the morning and he's at the office at 6, 7 in the morning. It's like, does this guy sleep? No. But you know what? That's what it takes. And you have to go beyond tired, beyond the people telling you no. It's amazing what happens once you reach your goals. And there is that turbulence he was talking about. But believe me, there is some smooth air at the top. When I first got started, I experienced so much turbulence. I experienced so much setback. And I remember at one particular point in my career, I felt like I didn't have an upline. So my upline was God. Remember you said the guy was praying? I was like, oh God, this better work. I mean, that's how it was for me. But you know what? I remember most people, when they're at the verge of being successful, that's when they experience the turbulence. So you have to understand, the formula for success, and this is the formula that's been recorded for the last 4,000 to 5,000 years, it's opportunity mixed with challenges equals success. That's the turbulence. So if you don't embrace that turmoil, that falling once in a while, that turbulence, you're never going to get to success. That's just part of the equation, guys. It's part of what you need to go through. And too many people don't go through that, and that's why they never experience the good things in life. They don't experience that stuff. Trust me, guys. just live the life. For you to live the life that most people can't live, you got to do the things today that people don't want to do, which is wake up early, make phone calls, go do demos, that stuff. And it's not even that hard. It's fun. We talk about turbulence, we talk about the rejection, we talk about this, we talk about that, and it's crazy. We're in the business of talking to people, right? And here's the funny thing. I had somebody tell me this, Christian, one time. It's like, I don't know if I want to do this because if I make a lot of money, I got to pay taxes. Well, what if I get audited? Then don't make a lot of money. This ain't for you. You know what I mean? It's like, if you don't want to get tackled, you shouldn't play
football.
If you don't want to get punched in the face, you shouldn't jump in the
ring.
Exactly. This business is about, you know, you're going to get some no's. You're going to get some no's. People are going to tell you it's not real. People are going to say this. People are going to say that. That's just part of the deal. Remember, I said, opportunity mixed with challenges equals success. You got to embrace that part of the equation. A lot of people don't embrace it, and that's just part of it. It's part of the deal. I love getting in the ring. I don't know if a lot of people don't know. I've been training mixed martial arts for like 10 years. I love it. I love going in there, and it's funny. There's times where I've gone into the gym with some of my friends that are world champions, and nobody's there, and it's just us two, and he just comes and says, Chepe, today we're going to walk out of this gym different men. I know what's going to happen. I wasn't like, oh no, that's like, let's do this, because I just want to better my best all the time, and that's just part of the deal. Going through the challenges, it just refines you. The being put in the furnace, that's how do you refine gold? It has to go through the fire, man. You're going to have to go through the fire. You're going to have to experience this stuff. It's just part of the deal. Just keep that in mind and keep trekking along, guys.
All right, so now you guys know what to expect, right? So let's talk about what you got to do. Okay, Now that you guys know that you guys are gonna get your punch in the face, right? You know, you're gonna get tackled, right? So what is it that you got to do every single day? Okay, so number one, when you wake up, you just gotta have an attitude of gratitude.
Of course.
Right? You're just gonna put a smile on your face. I tell people all the time, I don't even leave my house unless I put a smile on my face because it's part of my uniform.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your daily method of operation could be just that, man. You wake up in the morning, praise God that you're alive, and number two, put a smile on your face and get to work. Okay? What kind of work? Okay, say, here's the thing. There's a difference between busy and productive.
Of course.
Right? People always say, man, I'm busy. I'm busy. Well, what kind of production have you done? Goose egg.
Right.
Well, you're just doing busy work. We need to do some production, right?
Right.
So what's going to create some production for you? Number one, we need to tackle your list.
Of course.
Right? We got to tackle your list. We got to make sure that we're always adding to your inventory.
Well, let me ask you this, Christian. Do you think that the reps, our people here in our family at Legacy Direct, should have a list on their phone, or you think they should have it on paper?
Man, I'll tell you what, let's go old school, man.
I'm with you on that one.
Before I had a cell phone, I had, a Rolodex. I had a sheet of paper.
Right.
And that's what we got to do because you're committed. You're committing yourself now from the phone right onto the notepad.
Right.
And you're not going to give excuses.
Right.
Right? So you got to call people up. But here's the thing. You got to find what we call a spotter. When you go to the gym, right, there's people that spot you, right?
Yeah.
It's like, this thing's too... Well, here's the thing. You need a spotter, somebody that's been in the business, right? In the game for a little bit.
Yep.
Or even call you or call me, and we'll show you how to do three-way phone calls.
Right.
Right? So the person that does the most three-way phone calls is going to win.
Of course.
Right? It's a contact sport, right? The more
people,
contacts.
more people you contact, the better you're going to do.
Exactly.
It's your bloodline.
It's your bloodline, right? So the next thing that you want to do is you want to attend the events.
Yeah.
Okay? You need to attend the events, right? Because if you're not going to show up, success is not going to show up for you.
Exactly.
So you got to come to it, because I used to play basketball. See, he done MMA, I did basketball. But my coach always says, when you get an assist, when someone passes you the ball, go to the assist, go to the ball, right?
Right.
You don't just wait for it to come to you. See, the training's not going to come to you. You got to go to the training. You got to go to the ball. You got to reach for it. So that's what we got to do, is you got to attend the trainings. You got to attend the organization meetings, right?
Of course. Well, I'll tell you, one of the things that happened to me when I first got started in this industry back in 1999, the first event I went to, it was just me and my brother. It was two of us. And then I remember, I think we had made $200 in like 4 months. And then there was another event, and my upline says, you need to have people here at the event. How many people can you bring? I said, I don't know. We don't have a team. Well, how many people do you want to have? I said, I think I want to have 20. He goes, how much money do you have? I said, I only have $200. He goes, perfect. Isn't that interesting? It's just enough for you to have 20. We had nobody there.
Yeah.
So I was making $200 like every 3 or 4 months. By the time that event came up, I was already making $2,500. The next event that came up, I was already doing like 6 figures, at least 6 figures a month. It literally went from like from day 1 to month number 10. I went from like $200 a month to like 6 figures a month. It's just, I mean, yeah, 6 figures a month, in literally 10 months. But it was just how they told me to make sure you plug into all the events, and not just you. It's the person who brings the most people to the events is the team that's going to succeed, because this is a team sport. You know what I mean?
No, I get it, man. So again, we got to make sure we attend the events, because it's going to show up for you like it did for Chepe. The success just started knocking on his door, right? Because he went after it. Okay. The next thing that we got to do is we got to make sure that we do demonstrations, that we do experience parties, we do grand openings, right?
Yeah, of course.
Because, you know, believe it or not, you're an entrepreneur, right? An entrepreneur, which means is a risk taker, right? Somebody that takes risks. So you're a risk taker. You guys signed up. So we need to make sure that we do a grand opening. So if you invested into your business, you're going to have a grand opening, right? You're going to have people to show up and represent for you. And that's what we got to do. We got to showcase all our products.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's kind of like, how do you bring people to your grand opening? Just, hey, I'm having a grand opening, come over. People make it so hard. They give me so many excuses. I can't get this person to come. It's like, when somebody invites me over to their house for a barbecue or a carne asada, if you're Mexican, you know what that is, right? And they invite me to a carne asada, like, hey, come on over on Saturday about 3 o'clock. There's going to be a carne asada. I'm not asking them, what kind of salsa are you going to have? Are you guys going to have flour or corn tortillas? I'm not asking those questions. I just want to know what time so I could be there, because I already know that stuff is going to be there. So trust me, guys, the least you say, the better it's going to be for you. Just come. That's it. And it's not even what you say, it's how you say it. It's how you feel about what you say, what matters. So if you're excited about getting your business going, make sure you tell your face.
Right. Get excited about it.
Tell your face, because if you tell your face, your body's going to just exude that energy for you guys. So that's very important, that it's not what you say, it's what you feel about what you say. So you got to get people to come to your experience parties. Just do more demos. We're in the business of demonstrating our product. It's that simple. We share, they decide. That's the business. Pretty easy, right?
That's it, man. So in closing, guys, we got to make sure that we're always building our list, always attending the events, and always doing a demonstration.
Yep.
Okay? We got to talk to people, because when you're climbing this mountain of success, you're going to come across things, right?
Yeah.
You're going to come across things. One of the things you come across is cliffs. And when you climb this mountain and you can see a cliff and you look down, you can see how far you've come.
Yep.
And you can see the view.
Right.
Right? But also when you keep moving up, you're going to come across caves. And caves sometimes is a shelter for people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you just stay in your cave and you become complacent. But one thing that's always going to happen is you're not climbing anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not climbing up, and you're just going to be complacent. So your daily method of operation is always keep climbing. Just, you know, stop for a little bit and kind of enjoy the view, see how far you come, but never get stuck in a cave, man. Never get stuck in a cave where now you're building a fire, you're stuck, you're complacent, you don't even see the view anymore, right? It's not fun anymore. So let's go out there, keep climbing, and your daily method of operation, the success is going to show up for you. It lies in your DMO. That's it, right?
That's it.
Hey, so thanks for tuning in on this week's episode with
Of
CNC.
CNC.
Hey, CNC, the Success Factory. How about that, man?
We can call it that, yeah, for sure. We just came up with that right now on the fly, so.
All right, guys. Well, tune in next time. I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, take it easy, guys. God bless.